small town located in the heart of Taguig, Barangay Santa Ana shares their togetherness in the faith. The place had been an abundance of blessings that we were surprised to unravel. Together, we found out that this place is as miraculous as it could be, with a community that has endured history itself. A friendly, unified community where the people are in hand with their faith. A new journey awaits us ahead as we enter Barangay Santa Ana.
Onward po. Apo.
Opo.
Para sa'yo, ano yung Santa Ana?
Parang tahimik na lugar.
Tahimik na.
Tahimik.
Maganda.
Ay, ano masasabi niyo po sa Santa Ana?
Ayos naman.
Ayos.
Mailalarawan mo tungkol dito.
Ano naman siya, tahimik. Okay lang, konti lang.
Sa isang salita, paano mo pa mailalarawan ang komunidad ng Santa Ana?
Komunidad ng Sta Ana ay isang progresibong barangay. So until now kasi ay nasa status kami ng development. Dahil may mga part pa kasi ng Sta Ana na hindi pa, partly pa is squatter area pa rin siya. Pero yearly, nade-develop naman siya. So nasa progresibo kami.
Wait lang. Sa isang salita, paano mo may describe ang Santa Ana?
Santa Ana, kasi alam ko kasi hindi naman ako talaga lumaki dito. So, yan, ano yung mahimalang patron ang Santa Ana. Paghimala.
Salamat po! Since the beginning, the barangay of Santa Ana is the most prominent village or capital of the parish. This is where the most historical church is located, and it is the first place to be called Taguig. When people and villages grew, and when the first Catholic church was established here, the village was given the name Santa Ana, following the name of the patron, witnessed and acknowledged by the townsfolk. Because the community doesn't have a chapel, the people here go to the center church to be baptized, to get married, and to confess their sins. From there, the community grew by itself and tradition started to shape their way of living. Today, it houses several landmarks such as Plaza Quezon, which was named as such because Manuel L. Quezon had slept at the old house next to it. The house, along with the plaza, still stands years after, and had been one of the places where the official municipality had originally been built upon. Years after, the municipality was moved to Talipapa next to the school, then finally, it was rebuilt at Barangay Tuktukan. The acacia tree stands by the church was also a landmark of historical events that stretched almost 100 years. It was the place where the first Dulaang Panrelihiyon religious play named Moro Moro had happened. Santa Ana is also where the Battle of the Philippines and Americans in Taguig had taken place in year 1899. The patio where the acacia stays is also the venue for plays, events, processions, and other traditions of the community.
Anong klaseng komunidad para sa iyo ang Santa Ana?
Ang Santa Ana para sa akin is isang barangay na promising. Yung role ng Santa Ana is vast pa siya, no? Malaki pa. Makakarating yung lokasyon natin ngayon is poblasyon. So kung makikita nyo, marami ng kabahayan, pero limited lang kami sa commercial. So purely residential in Santa Ana. But how is it promising? Kasi malaki pa yung space namin doon sa kabukiran kung saan to promise na magkakaroon ng napakaraming development.
Ano ang mga kultura ng Santa Ana at ano yung alam mo tungkol sa komunidad?
Okay, so ang kultura ng Santa Ana ay masiyahing tao. So, doon yun yung major na mga taga Santa Ana. Magtatanim sa umaga, uuwi sa hapon, magkakasiyahan. Doon na natatapos yung maghapon ng isang taal na taga Santa Ana. So, hindi, wala sa kultura namin yung masyadong mataas mangarap, na napupuntento kami dun sa simpleng pamumuhay.
Ano ang inaambag mo sa sa komunidad?
Sa anayang pagkubilang komunidad nito. Actually, hindi ko dapat masabi sa ngayon dahil ako ay isang opisyal, public official, hindi ko po pwedeng sabihin ako ay may iaambag. Dahil bilang opisyalis ng barangay, responsibilidad ko na ayusin kung ano yung nararapat sa barangay. So, ano yung mga ginagawa ko. So naiata sa akin dahil ako ay isang guro na iata sa isa sa committee ko yung committee sa edukasyon. So, meron kaming English proficiency. So, nakapag-graduate na kami ng mga estudyante. Yung mga English proficiency na to, ito yung mga aspirant na magtrabaho sa call centers. Then, meron kami upcoming na basic computer na proficiency. So, literature. So, kung saan yung mga may edad, hindi sabihin na natin yung mga middle age na mga taga-barangay na hindi naman na inabot yung ng computer. Isang halimbawa ay yung pagkuha ng isang kabarangay namin police clearance sa munisipyo. So, kung kukuha ka ng police clearance, i-encode mo yung information mo, yung data mo dun sa system using that PC para pumasok dun sa storage data ng PNP. Ang problema, hindi niya kayang gumamit ko, parang natatakot siya kumawag ng keyboard. So, ang police clearance ay kailangan niya para maghanap ng trabaho. So, huwag sanang maging hadlang yung hindi kulang ng kaalaman paggamit ng computer para lang hindi magkaroon. Then, marami pa.
The church may be a facade of gray and old stone, but from its gates usher colorful parades and procession of saints. The community and the church was dedicated and named after St. Anne, the maternal grandmother of Jesus Christ. The Sta Ana Church is a projection of history in Taguig that reminisces to the city's colonial history. The parish was first established on April 25, 1587, and had been renovated into the first church built in 1609. Ruined in the earthquake of 1645, the church was made again in 1848, only to be destroyed by an earthquake once again in 1882. This goes to show that no matter what challenge it faces, the devotion of the people still remains unchanging and sturdy. The church continues to grow to this day with the addition of statues, grottos, the patio. An account also goes on to claim, marami rin na nagsasabing may mahiwagang balon at lunga sa kinaroroonan ng kumbento. Many say there's a supernatural well and tunnel on the site of the convent. Sister Nena Ochoa from Archdiocesan Shrine of St. Anne Boclaran, coordinator of San Juan des Hagun, explains that Santa Ana Parish is composed of 5 communities, or Boclarans, each with its own patron saint. 5 Boclarans have different saints: Boclaran of San Juan des Hagun in St. John des Hagun, Boclaran of San Bartolome in Tuktukan, Boclaran of San Felipe in Santa Ana, Boclaran of San Sebastian in Wawa, and Boclaran of Santo Niño in Santo Niño. The most number of people come here during the feast day of St. Anne. The day before the feast day, July 25, they have a procession of the 5 Boclarans. On the feast day itself, July 26 of the year, they have a ceremony inside the church, and after that, they have a pagoda or a parade. On that day, the people come to their boats by the river. The rides are decorated with different colors of flower and paper, and its largest boat rides the holy image of St. Anne. The devotees, priests, bands all ride out on the Taguig River, while the people on the bridge toss numerous food, such as fruits, candies, and sweets. This is tradition that signifies thanksgiving for another bountiful year and praise for St. Anne. Also celebrated in either February or March is the Fiesta ng Pagsasalamat, or Feast of Thanksgiving. They have 9 days of novena, and every night they have shows. On the feast day itself, there's a mass. Show also includes fireworks and guest appearances of celebrities. A church tested by time and celebrated by faith, St. Anne's Church in Taguig continues to anchor the city to its rich history and serves as the focal point for its many colorful traditions. Culture in this town plays a really great role in which it is the lifeblood of a vibrant society. Expressed in many ways, we tell our stories, celebrate, remember the past, entertain ourselves, and imagine the future. This town left us a creative expression amongst all the other towns in the country. Yet it helps us define who we are, helps us see the world through the eyes of others. This town showed us its source of delight and wonder, and what it can provide judging from our experiences, whether pleasurable or unsettling, that encourage celebration or contemplation. This town and their culture gave the means of expressing creativity, building one's self-individuality, and enhancing or preserving a community's sense of place. We can really say that culture brings people together. It broadens opportunities for a lifelong learning, including a better understanding of history. We see that this town honestly helps build social capital, the glue that holds communities together by bringing people together. Cultural activities such as festivals, fairs, or classes create social solidarity and cohesion, fostering social inclusion, community empowerment, and capacity building, enhancing confidence, civic pride, and tolerance. Cultural engagement also plays a key role in poverty reduction and communities at risk strategies. Culture is also important to the vitality of all communities, in which in this town's diverse cultural heritage resources tell the story of our shared past, fostering social cohesion. They are instinct to our sense of place. Investments in heritage streetscapes have been shown to have a positive impact on the place. Benefits include improved quality of life for local residents, a feeling of pride, identification with the past, and sense of belonging to a wider community.
Hey, so we are done with our documentary. Yes. So what we went to the church, Santa Ana Church, and then Plaza, and then the barangay hall of Santa Ana. So I hope you enjoyed our video and learned yes, how they live in Santa Ana. Yes, very, very yes. So thank you for watching and see you next time.